Colleges and universities across the country are grappling with a growing trend. Fewer and fewer men are going to college. Data from the Pew Research Center shows that there are 1 million fewer men enrolled in school, and for black men, the number is even more pronounced. And school administrators are taking notice. Thanks to the Education Writers Association, who funded this report, I was able to travel to 3 college campuses: Morgan State University, Buie State University, and City University of New York, to examine what's being done to get and keep black men in school. The campus of Morgan State University is busy with students, the majority of whom are preparing for final exams within the next few weeks. For the 4th year in a row, the historically black college and university has posted record enrollment with nearly 11,000 students, a 9% increase from the year prior. That's when Aaron Providence enrolled.
So I came here in 2023 last year as a freshman civil engineer.
Although Providence is enjoying his college experience, it's hard to ignore the limited number of black men on campus. According to the American Institute for Boys and Men, the black male population at HBCUs has declined 25% since 2010. Across all institutions, it's 22%. And when we look at Morgan State University, black men represent 37% of the total student body population.
I feel like, coming from Brooklyn and just coming from, an area where it's really rough, I feel like young men, especially our black males, are served 2 blueprints as they grow up. So they have the blueprint of the college success life, but then they also have the blueprint of, the street life and the life that's easy, the get money type of life.
Research suggests other factors contributing to the decline include inadequate K-12 preparation, lack of black male teachers, and financial barriers like rising tuition costs. Fewer men and fewer black men going to college creates programs economically and socially. Researchers say men that fail to go to college have poorer health outcomes, have a greater reliance on social programs, and earn less money over the course of their lives. In January, the president of Morgan State, Dr. David K. Wilson, formed a presidential task force to study the decline. Dr. Michael Sinclair is one of the leaders of the initiative.
We're trying to identify what are the impediments, if I could call it that, of getting black men here at Morgan. And we feel that the research that we do is going to be replicable at many institutions across the country. And we've been getting calls from a lot of institutions that want to see where our research is going and want to participate.
How worrisome is that decline? I mean, a 14% drop is significant.
It is. It is. The way that I could address it is it's almost akin to global warming. We know that it's happening, we know it intuitively, but when we see it, we're sort of alarmed, like, how did it get this way? Because it happens incrementally.
While administrators wait on data, programs like SMOOTH, which stands for Strong Men Overcoming Obstacles Through Hard Work, is acting as a line of defense, offering black men at Morgan support and community. Started in 2009, SMOOTH aims to develop an environment for black men to thrive and prepare them for leadership roles. Providence is a member.
Since I've been here and since I've joined SMOOTH last spring, we really focus on the business-oriented aspect of just a young man. So we teach men how to tie their tie. We teach men how to act on job interviews. We also teach them the code switching between, okay, I'm in this environment and I'm about to get an interview, versus I'm in this collegiate environment.
There's also Buie State University's Center for Research and Mentoring of Black Male Students and Teachers, which has taken its own approach to ensuring black men matriculate through its program, getting more black male teachers into the classroom. Black men represent just 1.3% of public school teachers nationally.
I think that this is what normal should look like for black men. They should have a space where they know that they're comfortable. Let's not be unclear that we are in America where black men have not had the best experiences from the first time of our ancestors being brought here to their experiences throughout the educational system. And so they know that many spaces that they walk into are not friendly spaces to them.
Dr. Julius Davis is the founding director.
We got to create a space where we normalize that there is a safe space for them to deal with the kinds of things that they deal with in society, in education. And in many safe spaces, some of our colleagues talk about like them returning to a scene of a crime, because their experiences in K through 12 in many respects were not good. And now we're asking them to go back there as a professional, which is also not very friendly territory. And so we're trying to really build them up for the fight ahead and for the struggles that they deal with.
The center identifies talent as early as middle school, providing a network of support and an environment where students can eventually enter the teaching profession. Zier Bond, a sophomore, was introduced to the program while in high school. His own father is a teacher, and he knew early on he wanted to have an impact on the lives of others.
But when I found out this program and there was other black males that wanted to become teachers, I said, wow, this is for me. And so I felt like I had a space and to connect and build relationships with.
And with these relationships comes honesty.
I don't paint this picture like I've always had it easy. Like, I know a lot of times you think because you have a college professor that they've always done well in school and everything always works out. I tell them, we have straight up conversations like, bruh, I have had some hard times too. I have cried trying to get through some classes too. So I understand what you're going through, but please know that you can do this.
The program received a $1.5 million grant in 2023 through the U.S. Department of Education's Augustus F. Hawkins Center for Excellence. But with greater scrutiny on diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, grants like these have become compromised. Some institutions across the country have seen their funding suspended or even terminated in an effort to compel colleges and universities to comply with the federal mandate to discontinue DEI programs or those closely related to it.
This current political environment sort of jeopardizes us continuing to build on what we've learned so far and to continuing to build with more grants and funds to sort of continue to learn on. Because like right now, I think we need specific funding just for non-traditional black men. And I'm very clear when I have conversations with people, we are talking about black boys, black men, black male teachers. I'm not talking about teachers of color. I'm not talking about this other group. I am talking about black men because too oftentimes they're disregarded when other people are at play.
While he's acutely aware of the current political climate, Dr. Jonathan Quash, executive director of City University of New York's Black Male Initiative, keeps his focus on his students, the resources they need to be successful, and ensuring they graduate.
I think I've seen people become nervous and scared, but I think both of us have been around before there was DEI. There was just education, So and now maybe DEI goes away, still education.
The Black Male Initiative is charged with increasing and encouraging and supporting the educational success of black male students. Funding for their program is largely provided by the City of New York. Unlike many other schools, CUNY's black male population has remained steady at 10%, with the Black Male Initiative boasting an 85% graduation rate for participants.
We've never considered ourselves a labeled program as far as, none of our programming has those categories as far as labeling. We simply are an opportunity program to be able to serve those who are underrepresented right here in New York City.
James Villafara from Columbia is a student in the program.
I've been able to access internships, scholarships, and great opportunities that I know will create a difference not only in my life, but my family's life and generations to come. So I would say that the opportunity to be here and to learn at this pivotal time has been really empowering and edifying.
And we thank the Education Writers Association for their support of this report that we were able to perform. We expect to get data from Morgan State University sometime this year on the factors contributing to the decline of black men at its institution. It's data researchers around the country will no doubt be watching closely. We'll be right back.